Hey, listeners. Welcome back to the Review podcast. Let me just start off by saying I was looking forward to recording this episode, and now it's here to record it. And I was really debating, really debating on whether or not I wanted to, but we're kicking off a new month. And I was like, but we do have something to talk about this week, so you have to record an episode. But when I tell you guys I'm tired, the definition of tired, if you look in a dictionary, it would not be a picture of me. It would just be a picture of me just passed out. I'm so tired. Between everything I have going on at work, the semester is wrapping up. I finished one class already, my final. I still have one other class to do my final. Class ends May 6th. So that's this upcoming Monday after Cinco de Mayo. I'm just really, really freaking tired. And it's to the point where, like, I want to do my homework, but it's like I don't want to do my homework. Like, I don't care to do my homework. You know what I mean? If I sound frustrated, freaking Delilah distracted me like she does best. Hey, excuse me. Thank you. Speaking of Delilah, she turns 1 next week, which will come up again the following week. But my baby's turning 1, and so I plan on doing some really nice things for her and getting her some stuff, hopefully. If I'm not too like geeked out, because guys, I'm so tired. But yeah, she turns 1 next week on May 11th, which is also one of my old friends from back in my Florida days birthday as well. And yeah, we're really, 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 really excited. And it's also Mother's Day next week, but tomato. Um, August is when I actually adopted her. So I plan on doing something in August. And I don't know if I ever said it, I actually adopted her on the day of my cat's birthday. My cat is technically my first real pet. I did have like pets before that. Like my dad had me, like I had rabbits. They all died. One from like a poisonous like frog, something like that. Another one like it just like ran away. I don't know. I think that one was like poisonous. Like it died from something poisonous too. I didn't know how many poisonous animals were just so close. Because I'm just like, you're telling me this was in our backyard? Because where did it go? Like at my dad's house, it's all fenced up. You know, he lives in like one of those types of neighborhood with houses. And I was just like, that's weird. That's suspicious. But yeah, I'm so excited. So I don't plan on doing too much for Delilah because, like I said, August is when I officially adopted her. But we are going to celebrate her birthday to commemorate her being 1. She's entered this phase, guys, and I think that's also like tired me out on top of everything else. Like she's always been stubborn and hard listening, but it's like it's cute. Now it's just like, bro, you're being a brat, and I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it, and even if I do have time for it, I'm not gonna give you my time for it. Like we don't have time for it. Like I'll be in bed. She's like, oh, we're going to bed? Perfect. We're going to bed. And she'll jump up in my bed. And it's like, I do not mind my dog sleeping with me. Guys, my dog probably weighs like 20 pounds maybe now. I don't freaking know. When she went to the vet, she weighs 17. She seems like she's put on a couple of lbs since then. I have to fight to pull up my sheet, okay? And she's just like right there in my face. And it's like, I'm sorry, but no dog is kissing me on my face. We're not doing that. I see everything she does. She be sniffing and putting her face on everything outside. Your face is not coming anywhere near mine. And just because I wipe it, take you to the groomers, you're not kissing me. No, baby. I could kiss you. Depends on where. But I'm not. No. The same. Ain't no equal rights over here for that. No, ma'am. Like, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. And I'm just really like the month literally just started, but like I'm looking forward to the end of the month for Memorial Day to get some time off from work. That will definitely be needed. I'm also moving or trying to move. Hey, please, can you? You're like really distracting me, girl. Please, thank you. Stop it. Jesus. I'm trying like not to talk to her because that just ruins like the flow of stuff. But she's like right in front of me. It's like so hard. I'm gonna, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna kick you out. Anyways, I'm like desperately in need of a break, so I'm really looking forward to the end of May. I'm kind of looking forward to July at this point because I feel like by July my stress levels will calm down. But like, who knows? Because I already registered for classes to take over the summer, and those start in June and end in August. So at this rate, it's just like maybe we're just going hard all 2024. I don't know. Hopefully it slows down and goes back to like where I'm really only focused on like school. Maybe have like that one busy day, max two, but a week. Nah, man. I'm tired, especially since last week I wasn't feeling well. I missed work for like a day because I just wasn't feeling the best. I had to go to the ER. I had some issues, not to be so melodramatic, but like, girl, I wanted to cry how painful it was. And at the end of the day, they didn't really know what was wrong, but they gave me some medicine and it kind of like went away. It didn't go away like instantly, kind of like subsided like that day, and then like it came back but they gave me medicine for it. But bro, when I tell you, I was getting beat up. I'm being bullied, guys. I'm being bullied in life because adulting is just not it. But if there's one thing I can always count on, is just reliving the good days. I don't know about you guys, but I used to watch Scooby Dooby-Doo growing up, and on Max they have Velma. Don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's more for people like, I want to say like if you're like a guy kind of still lives with your mom in your 30s, this show is good for you. I don't know how females would really feel about it per se. I don't really know how to sell it to females in their 30s, but definitely in your 20s, late teens would definitely love it. It's definitely rated, and it has Mindy Kaling playing Velma, and like Velma's like Indian. You still have the detective aspect, and I kind of like how they like tie in all the elements of Scooby Dooby Doo and the whole mystery gang and how things are incorporated. I don't want to give away too much. I definitely think season two was really, really good. Now I'm kind of upset because I watched it and I was like, gotta wait a year for season three. So you see what happens. If you never watched season one, you should definitely watch season one. Like just the whole different culture dynamic. I know sometimes I like shit on like the culture dynamic when like people like remake stuff or reboot it and like change the race of things. But this one wasn't bad because that is exactly what they did. Like Velma's Indian, she's not some white girl. We're just like my glasses. She did actually say that in season two because she did not say that in season one. Is it season two? Yeah. I don't know if she ever said it in season one. I can't remember, even though I literally watched season one before I watched season two. But she definitely said it in season two. And like Shaggy's black, which like makes sense. But like it also made sense why Shaggy was white, the type of white he was, because it's like, okay, Shaggy. Like I don't think any version of Scooby Doo has ever got like did Shaggy like no justice. So I was just like, I like it. So Shaggy's black in Velma. Fred and Daphne are still white, but Fred's like more of like like he's just like the dumb blonde. He really doesn't know what's going on half the time. Like I like it. It's like the roles kind of switch between Fred and Daphne. Daphne is like more outgoing. She hangs with the popular girls. You get to see more of a school aspect. You get to meet all these new side characters and how they tie into everything. What else am I forgetting? The parents. I think the parents always change throughout different versions of Scooby Doo, so I don't really care for that. Um, I will say, watching Velma like on season one, I was just like, I really like this. They have everything except Scooby, and they kind of do a play on words when it comes to Scooby in season two, and you'll see it without giving too much away, if you really know Scooby Doo, then you know, like, you know who the official members are. You know who, like, some of, like, the side pieces are. That's all I gotta say about season two. Like, it's just, I definitely liked it. I feel like, I don't know, like, it's not scary, but I'm not watching this, like, in the dark. Like, no. Not only because, like, I have a candle warmer and I like my home to smell nice and I like looking at my candle warmer, but it's just like certain, like, jump scares that they have. It's just like, yeah, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. And if you get me, you got me in broad daylight. You got me in broad daylight. I think on the past weekend, like, I woke up early every day this past weekend and I was just watching it. I think it's like 10 episodes, but like, I'm so sorry. It's like 10 episodes, but like, they're long short. Like, some episodes feel like, oh my God, we're still on the same episode. And some episodes are like, oh, on to the next. Like, we're done. Like, let's go. So it's like, not that bad. I feel like Max is really stepping up the game when it comes to certain things. I finally watched Scary Movie, from the Wayans Brothers. This also this past weekend because Delilah's never seen it. I've seen it. Lilac's never seen it, so we did that, and she did like it. My dog does watch TV. Some things are like a hit and miss, but like if there's something on TV, she'll like watch it. Like now, like we watch Bob's Burgers whenever we're like tired of watching like anything else. It's kind of like it hasn't replaced my love for American Dad. I just feel like I'm too in love with American Dad. I could admit that because there's a lot I know about American Dad. Like, um, one of like the guys, I don't know how to describe it, like a customer or whatever. Like their first name is Roger, and I always say, "Hi, I'm Roger." Like after I say it because of American Dad, so I still love American Dad. Never ever gonna turn my back on American Dad, but we've since gone over to Bob Burgers, and I've always liked it, Bob's Burgers, but now it's kind of like getting Delilah like more aware of TV and stuff like that. She doesn't really like Bluey. I keep trying to get her to like it or just put it on just to see like, just have something for her. She doesn't really care. I put Bluey on like last week for her when I went to work and I had the cameras, they're in the home and they're looking at her. She did not care. She fell asleep by the door and she stayed by the door until I came home, and I was just like, oh, my little baby. I'm like, you're not a terrorizer no more. Like maybe I could leave you out some more. But it's like, we're not gonna get too happy with it because I still have to like fix some stuff, and I don't want to fix more stuff than I need to, which isn't a lot. So I'm not gonna complain because it could be so much worse. But I definitely still gotta do stuff like that, guys. I'm running on like, I don't know. Like some days are better than others. Some days I'm just like I get home and I'm just like overwhelmed and it's just like I just want to go to bed. I just want to brush my teeth, shower, and go to bed. I want to go to bed, go to bed, go to bed, go to bed because it's just so much sometimes. Like I don't even know how to like focus really. And it just sometimes it gets to be a lot, guys. Sometimes it gets to be a freaking lot. And I definitely like it's already halfway through the week. So like I'm making it, but I'm working this weekend also. So it's like I don't have to make it till Friday. Like that's not the mantra whatever. This week that's not the mantra. I gotta make it till Sunday. So I'm like really holding out. But like in the office it's also like hot and it's like I don't like being hot. I got all these clothes on and you want me to do my job? Now you're asking for too much. And then it's like, oh, crack a window. Where's the breeze? I'm cracking a window, but there's no breeze. I'm not letting in even more heat. Are you kidding me? Like one of the offices that work in the building, they literally have their lights off and they were working in their normal clothes because it was that hot. It was that hot. It's so hot you get delirious sometimes. And like I literally get up and like walk like midway through the office and literally stop. And they're like, are you okay? It's like I forgot what I was doing. As I was doing it, I literally forgot. And then like this whole week, it's like I've been wearing jeans for like the past 2 weeks, and it's like I tired of putting on jeans. Like my mind is tired. Like I wish I had telepathy so I could like think to put on the jeans without actually having to use the strength to put on my jeans. And I'm just like, bro, I'm so tired. But then it's like, I don't want to wear shorts because like the day I wore shorts, the one day I wore shorts, it was freaking cold. So I'm just like, bro, and be like, oh, you gotta check the weather. I check the weather. I have an Alexa. I check the weather. She tells me the weather when I wake up in the morning, and she tells me the weather before I step out of the freaking house. And in between that, I'll check the weather just to be sure. And most of the times I'm dressed and I'll go walk Delilah. And if the weather is like, I'll come back inside and be like, hey, maybe we need a jacket. Or hey, maybe we could like take off a piece of clothing or just change it. Something. Fix it, Felix. Like, you know, but we've been holding on and holding on. I think what's getting me through it is the fact that Bridgerton is right around the corner now that it's finally May. Like, I'm really, really excited. I gotta get through this week. The following week is all about Delilah, and then the week after that is Bridgerton. That's how I'm looking at it. This week is like work, 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 work. Cinco de Mayo. Delilah, 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 Delilah. Bridgerton. Bridgerton. And, you know, I'm really looking forward to that because, yeah, TV's about to get a little bit more better. Is it gonna get better? It's gonna get better, better. I think hopefully like Netflix drops some like more stuff, some new shows and everything like that. I just hope all the programs get on board. Speaking of like Max, because we've been like in love with Max. I love Max because it has Gumball. But like if you've never seen like Selena and Chef, like I love it. I recently went back to watching it after I stopped watching it for a minute because like I do like watching cooking shows, but sometimes I don't because it's just like, that food look good. And then sometimes I'd be like, oh, I can make that. And it's like anything that is displayed on Selena and Chef, I could probably attempt to make, but it would turn out awful. If I had a buddy, it would probably be a little bit better, but it wouldn't be up to par. And they have a new show called Selena and Restaurant coming soon. So I'm looking forward to that on Max as well. It's going to be an interesting, summer. Hopefully, we'll see what's happening. I feel like if I have to say, if I am not recording episodes, I hope I'm out having fun, just living my life as a young 23-year-old should. Like, I feel like, that's what I should be doing because, like, I kind of like winter and spring so far. Like, it's kind of like been a hit and a miss. There hasn't been really anything exciting. I think the most exciting thing so far it was like Beyonce's album, and I say that because like I'm still listening to it. Like I love it every freaking day. American Requiem and Tyrant have a hold on me. Riverdance is starting to creep up on me as well, and My Rose or Rose is also a good one. Blackbird, what a great rendition. So is Jolene. I like the edge to it all. I think I might be a secret country lover, but then it's like Beyonce's album isn't a normal country album, traditional country album. Like there's just so many elements to it that if somebody was to hate on me, like, I thought you didn't like country music. And I don't. And I don't. What a girl from South Florida need to know anything about country. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? I was heavily, and I mean heavily influenced by the City Girls, So no, I don't care for country. But Beyonce, I like Beyonce, and she's just speaking truth and facts on her album. So I just feel like that was the highlight. The shows and the movies, they ain't popping like they supposed to be. I think there's a movie that's coming out this weekend, but Fortunately, I'll be working this weekend. So even if I want to go to the movies, no point. Because who knows what time I'm going to get off on the weekend to then get up in the morning and start it all over again. I'm usually like, I hate working the weekends, but like this weekend coming up, it's just like so much has gone into this weekend. Like, this is the anticipated weekend. And I was just like, bro, I am physically tired, and I just know the following Monday I have it off, and I just want to sprawl out. I want to sprout the freak out. Okay, that's all I want to do. But you guys should definitely check out Velma on Max. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely like a good reboot because it's like age appropriate in a sense, especially because like Scooby Doo's like early 2000s, late 90s ish. Don't quote me. And I definitely think for the group of kids that saw that as little kids now in our big age, watching Velma isn't bad. I think you also have to be open to like all of like the cultural norms or what they're trying to make normal. Um, just saying, because some people aren't, and some people be like secrets about it, but like i.e. like not trans, they don't do anything trans, but like lesbians, and some people still don't even like multiracial people. Like if a white man's with a black girl, or in this case, a white girl, Indian girl and a white guy. Like some people like aren't okay with that. You know what I mean? Like that old money type talk. You know, so I feel like you gotta kind of go with it. But Velma's worth it. I love it. Definitely the way season 2 ended. I really want to see how they're gonna go about season 3. And it's so crazy because like on like the second to last episode, I was really like, oh my god, is this gonna be like the final season for Velma? Like, what's gonna happen? And then the way they ended season 2, I'm just like, if they don't come out with a season 3, oh help my Jesus, they're going on the list. You're gonna be like, what list? They're going on the shit list with Netflix of shows that they cancel or that they take forever to give another season. It's going on that list because, oh my God, I was just like, wait, this is how we're ending the season? You better come up with a season 3. And if you don't have a season 3, we're fighting. The fact that I have to like be like, oh, I gotta wait till 2025. I know it's already May and it literally feels like the year just started, but oh my God, I am not rushing all the way to 2025 yet. There are still some memories I want to create in 2024. Like, oh my God, I felt like it was just March. April flew. It flew, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at all because it was holding up people's paycheck, you know what I mean? But it's like, guys, let's slow down a little bit. Like I feel like y'all should do like a two-parter. You know how like normal televisions, they got the fall premieres and then they like winter spring premieres. Like that's what these TV like these like streaming platforms, that's the level that they need to get on. If you haven't noticed that, like shows that actually produce that air on like ABC, CBS, Fox, whatever else is out there. I don't I don't know anything else except those three. They like have like stuff that would air like in fall, like right at the time of like school for kids, for like parents, if you never noticed. And then they'll have another one that'll come start like like some, not really January, but like February, March time frame, like stuff like that. Like they need to get on that level again. Like that's where it's at. Like this once a year bull ain't it. And then you gonna split it up in parts. I'm gonna split you in a part. Okay? Stop playing with me. Do better. Do better. It's the more hype a show gets, the more they're like, okay, we're gonna tone it down a little bit. Like House of Dragon is coming back soon. It comes this summer. I think it comes like June, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really excited. But it's like, hurry up. Don't worry about whether I'm team green or team black. Release the show. Release it. And it's so crazy that I like House of Dragon since I've never watched Game of Thrones. But to watch House of Dragon, you don't have to know anything about Game of Thrones because it's set before Game of Thrones. After I watch House of Dragon, am I going to want to go watch Game of Thrones? No. Because I watched the season and I didn't go back and be like, okay, I want to watch Game of Thrones. I don't want to get got. Leave me alone. I do not care. So I have high hopes that the movies and TV shows for summer 2024 will be better, if not more up to par than last year. That's all I gotta say. My time is up, guys. Thank you for listening. Like again, I'm sorry guys for not releasing episodes, but like I'm so tired. Like I'm fighting it. I'm fighting my battles. I'm fighting my demons. I'm fighting them, guys. I'm fine. It's a miracle that I still wake up in the morning, not like completely exhausted and go about my day. But then the fact that like by time like 10, 11 o'clock comes, I'm done for. Work starts at like 8:30. Not like it does start at like 8:30 and then it picks up at 9. So for me to be exhausted at 10 or 11, it's like I know lunch is coming up, but Jesus. Excuse me. That was a powerful hiccup, like right into the microphone. Like my body unintentionally leaned into that. I apologize for that. But guys, my sister is gonna get through it. I'll be back next week with more stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens from there. We'll see what happens from there. And as always, you beautiful listeners who I've never met and probably never will know, and few people never know me, don't even know what I probably look like. Happy listening, y'all.